feels more comfortable.
Right, let's get into this one. Liquid. Wait, where's the map? Where's the map pick? Give him this. Okay, Liquid one away. Navi on defense, Liquid on attack.
Yeah, it is definitely a different agent, different approach.
Yeah, that could have gone horrendously wrong. Didn't they do this pistol the other day? Or a similar thing. Oh, it's nice though.
A double to open this up. A Team Liquid of side control. Nade through's going to take Yumpy. Oh no, he just about makes it away.
Yeah, and the HPs are, I mean, not even that low to be honest.
He switched from the Cypher, but
Liquid at the moment, for people that are watching and didn't see the last map, or maybe you saw and forgot, 2-0 pistols for Liquid at the moment, and they look... I'm not going to say it. I'm actually not going to say it. You guys can't get angry.
Okay, they've got the C's for the back, but no utility to really clear them. An aftershock would have been nice, but they haven't got it in this round. Wow, it seems like it's going to fall like flies.
3-0 on pistols. Dude, Navi has to get pistols as they've lost this.
3 for 3 so far in this series.
It's tough as well playing in a series where you're losing pistols. If you're Navi, it's always an uphill battle. And we saw them really start to pick up the pace towards the end of the last map. They had a big streak of rounds, something that we were aware could happen. Thanks to that lead, though, Liquid were still able to close it out, and now they look to craft their own. Not only fantastic wall out to get them control, the flash was near perfect.
Yeah, and it's a good start. And didn't Liquid have like the worst pistol record in kickoff, and now they might have one of the best?
They just can't find the space for free.
There was a team yesterday that went 5-1 though.
From the side of Navi, a couple upgrades, Angel and Zipband to keep your eye on.
Yeah, they've really improved their pistols. Whoever's in charge of that, shout out to them. In terms of this, we got double sheriff. And in terms of Liquid, they're allowed 2 deaths. Anything else is costly.
Navi had an 8-0 attack side.
Ooh, smoke didn't go as far as normal.
It was a 9-1 attack for Liquid. So both these teams have definitely been more comfortable on the attack. Obviously, the switches might be to try and improve the defensive setup, but I think more so just giving Yumpy that little bit of extra freedom to be a bit more aggressive. They're definitely working out for Nats. Well, I can't say it's
there's one of the deaths they're allowed.
The Viper so far, but he definitely seems like he's
he's going to go for it.
Early kills. Third already.
Okay, and one of these just needs to go pick up the gun. And what are we thinking? 1, 2, 3 maybe armor rebuys? Let me try and highlight. Where was that armor? Like there? Let's see if these guys upgrade their armor. We had 18 and 17, I think.
Economically, they've got a decent round when it comes to this bonus. Rifles to work with and some opportunities to pick off these defenders. And I think the key thing being, having a round like that on the attack, it's going to give you a lot of room pushing through. Because
this is a very good buy.
On the defense, the guy playing a Spectre's at a pretty big disadvantage, but when it's the attack,
gonna drop his mate though, right?
Going together.
Oh,
so he's just chipping away at them the same as the rest of the squad.
They don't drop, so they can have up early maybe. And Kiko rebuys light armor on 18. That's an extra 7. And then Enzo rebuys full armor. And that one's not, well, honestly, in a bonus, I'm not sure. It looks like Kiko's gonna save for op.
Kiko will be the one to take the early fight. Now, there aren't actually many players from Navi waiting. The rotation will come through, but definitely a little bit wary. And I'm also just looking on the other side of the map, the classic Nats lurk. They may just fall back.
This is nice from Navi though, so Liquid create question mark over towards Heaven, and they instantly go and clear that. Liquid wanted to create this question mark, then potentially go over towards here and split B, but the double hold in vents.
Spotted that cross. It's for a mid crunch. They're a little bit out. The Paranoia here used more passive than they would have liked because they want to get aggressive and fight those angles.
Oh, they trip vents. It's very nice. She's looking really good for Liquid right now. Okay, Spike. Well, I had to do that thing where I talk. Yeah, this is a nice flood from Navi, and they went double over towards vents here. Dude, why does this keep happening with the Spike? And that's why I didn't talk in the pistol round.
There's a lot of trouble brewing for him. Even that orb won't get him across for free, but after the first, he can't deal with Sagetsu. Neither can Nats on the rope, and Kiko He's left to try to create.
Yeah, there's a lot of these rounds where the person with the spike gets caught out.
That was his round. 4 kills.
Yeah, nicely done from Sagetsu. 2 kills, so big swing round.
Just each one just going up the
Do we get the attack op?
That's pretty much every kill other than, okay, sorry, he did get one blind spray through his
And the attack op might work well because
yeah, a nice round from Navi. I think a lot of that was just Liquid trying to play with the timing.
I thought we might, because you know this wall over towards here, normally an Omen has to jump spot from here, so it can be good for like an early kill.
Forced a couple of rebuys and now have a purchase of their own. Interestingly though, no ults online, and none of them particularly
so yeah, these are the 2 that can't buy next round, and then obviously we got these 4 from Liquid. Big rounds right here.
Backs up with the paranoia.
Similar situation, question mark created over towards Heaven. Viper duel at middle.
This early utility from the attack side. Of course, you're not going to get a paranoia back. Smoke off. It's an attacker's smoke that's used up. Blocking Heaven. Potentially giving a route to slip through.
What the?
Well, that's one way to do it. The
what the? How the hell did that one hit? They take that all day though. Yeah, and Zagetsu's got to try trade back, and Mystic wins it. Lovely TP from him. How on earth did that kill this guy? I like the original strat though. I like this deeper smoke, and then you pinch over towards middle. And again, in terms of Liquid right now, they're very focused on trying to make sure this Viper at middle just doesn't get much for his smoker mid. Right, normally it's a heavy shutdown, and the best way to deal with the heavy shutdown in terms of like them cycling smokes at middle is to take A Heaven, and then the person in vents doesn't feel comfortable. Right, he then thinks he's going to get split, so he has to commit to one of these. Very nice round from them.
A great lurk, and now the finances of Navi, I don't know if they even suffice for a buy here.
It will be a struggle, certainly on some players more than others. We can see that they invested a lot, and the cost now is there to be paid. Great round from Kiko and Mystic.
Yeah, I'll take that. And Nats, I don't know how Nats got the kill at middle, but
the lurk out from Mystic, finding not one but both of those final players. About as clean as you could hope, and with an immediate bounce back, a 3-1 scoreline.
Yeah, and like we were saying, big swing round, so they get a little bit wrecked in terms of the econ. 2 guns bought into this.
And a Guardian,
with an actual flash lineup.
Over on Lotus. We'll see if Split's going to be any different.
Yeah, it would come down to, again, some mistakes. I like the idea, giving Shao
bro, you pushed all the way. I mean, he had one of the guns, I guess, but that's his own one way that worked against him.
Not going to be able to be retrieved. Zipan's got the only rifle in this round, the Guardian. And he's immediately hightailing it towards the B side, trying to get into a position where he can do some damage, but Liquid have paused. Again,
you have to double check the name. He thought it was Angel.
Side of the map to try and sell a bit of a ruse.
I tell you what though, it was a bonus. It's a low buy. You can do some risks.
Once they have the information, if
it wasn't the
they get
greatest,
this timing right,
but
they might be able to head back into the B.
That on a buy round is a straight up no-no.
Oh, it is.
To be honest, that on a bonus is probably a no-no as well, but
even used,
I let more stuff slide.
The key thing is there's no flashes. We saw the same setup on the pistol round. Sky flash out of the wall as they take control. But that's
Stun nade over towards default. Nat survives with 37 HP. It was a nice combo.
Very
see what the retake's like. Prowler goes close, checks everywhere, and Fade Eye. Yeah, lovely Fade Eye.
That'll be him down. Zipan already tagged though, and the second he's gone, this round really isn't dangerous anymore. Again,
good news for Liquid is 4 people surviving, 3 of them rebuy armor, and the money is out of control.
Team Liquid now 4-1 up on that attacker side, and a couple of players on Navi look like they're sleeping. Zipan got his first kill in that round. Angel, Ardis, a goose egg on the scoreboard. We know how important all these victories can be. Like for Navi, they've not got an easy road coming up as well. And again, where I feel like expectations were in their favor, now that they have a purchase back in, this is where we expect a little more.
You have to. For Navi.
Yumpy eat his own flash there. Reactive ult, but they got the camera off in the middle of this. Do they just take Heaven? 4 people over towards A? And this is the jump spot that I was talking about over towards B. This is why this wall is a bit of a nightmare. Very hard to get information. Every time this wall goes up, you think someone could be back of sight. Great trade again. Good reaction on A, and then now they probably wall up and just walk over towards B.
Towards the vent as the wall goes up yet again, but they're not sure if anyone has actually crossed with that wall. It could just be a paranoia
Mystic
play.
making a bit of a play over towards A while this is going on.
The hard way in just a moment. The fight comes in, Kiko wins it. Support from Angel, but he's not keen to go in. Not till his teammates are here.
A nice round.
By the time they arrive, that Viper's pit
this Viper wall over towards B is annihilating Navi at the moment.
And in a 3 versus 4 as well.
Oh, look at the positioning. Oh, dude, still.
Mystic's been really good on the trades. Double trade into this round as well.
They were basically
another big buy round,
and
gotta try to save some guns.
Some sort of miracle kill. Liquid have.
Are they going for it?
Done fantastic work. Timing here could be everything.
They're going for it.
Yeah, the clock is starting to tick a little bit.
Hated some of the gameplay yesterday. How's today? Hated a few of the games yesterday. I hated a few of the maps yesterday. Let's say that, because there were some maps that were really good. This is a lot better at the moment. Navi's messing up a little bit in terms of some of these rounds, and maybe they're missing some jewels.
There was still some utility available for Nats. And the thing with this round, it's again what Team Liquid have done fantastically is almost just smoke and mirrors. Like they've had that aggressive A take, of taking up.
They should time out, right? It feels like
going for a rotation.
They're getting wrecked in A heaven.
Xiao is then left completely alone. They use the Viper screen, and each time there is a question of has anyone actually pushed that? And this time it was yes. And you could see that Xiao was completely oblivious that someone could already be there.
And also, once the wall goes down, he has to look at 2 angles at once. So even if he's suspecting they've made it out, you don't know.
Is Navi underperforming from what I expected? Is Liquid performing? Liquid is performing like 5 times better than how they looked against Foot. Like maybe even more. Pretty impressive.
As well. 7-6-5-4-3. It's nice to see.
Navi definitely don't look too comfortable, but I feel like the game plan at the moment from Liquid, especially on this map, has been nice. I don't want to look too much into Lotus because it was weird, like double weird comps. There's a lot of like adjusting on the fly.
Expect split to swing in their favor, and it's a bad sign for Navi to see it look this dominant for Team Liquid already.
Yeah, I think last time out, even with their streak of rounds, they still managed to, I think, at least put up 5 over on that defensive side. But thus far, it doesn't look like there's much other than the bonus round. Other than that, they haven't really done too much, and a lot of that was because the spike was lost as they tried to push through mid. That was the only reason that round really fell apart.
I really thought they were going to pick Vines, but
Liquid have done fantastically. As said, they've been selling.
Let's see. This is still it's bad, but it's still fine at the moment. If this gets to like 7, 8, and they still haven't got a round on the board, then it's not fine. Okay, so they've been struggling a little bit, right? B main, A heaven. And so we have 2 people holding over towards A heaven and over towards B. They get the judge out one way and they play close. So that's 2 ways of dealing with what's going on in terms of what they've been struggling at.
Xiao's got a judge and Zipan on a sheriff, but he's got a rocket launcher to back him up with the showstopper online and activated. And
okay, what do they do with this? Should just be Sky Dog into Omen Flash into TP.
Or swing and fight. The problem is, there's players holding
Kiko
it
might
the whole time. Mystic, Paranoia ready.
Oh boy, no Sky Dog.
They're just contacting it. Oh, that was a bit of a mistake. They didn't want to commit the dog early, maybe using it later as they get closer to the site, and instead forced into this fight. Judge back up, but not in time. And that is Artis right behind Xiao. He fell at the same time. Another swing. And it looks like Mystic more than ready to surprise.
Mystic's just getting double kills every round.
And everything's falling apart for the defensive side.
No way, Artis ran in to save his teammate and just catches a stray. Nuts with the timing. I mean, look at this. What is this?
They are. They're not.
Holy.
Sugetsu doesn't realize he's right above him, and now
there's another round of 4 people here as well for Liquid. Their money's good for the rest of the half. On attack side, 6-1.
Navi, okay, that initial fight a little bit unlucky. Artis being caught by what seems to be a player I didn't even see.
Yeah.
And well, that neural theft gave everything up Zipan now just to try and do a little bit of damage, but nothing to be had.
And money is out of control. So the timeout, I mean, we saw the changes and the adjustments in Navi for the timeout, but they need to do it again. And you would imagine Liquid here, they got some options, to be honest. They know that A Heaven's going to be heavy. They could go fast mid, they could go fast A. They could carry on trying to just go up towards A Heaven.
Is a massive swing for the side of Navi. And they cannot afford to
These two clowns, man.
Both teams coming in with the same ultimate.
For God's sake.
What are these guys doing? Absolute clowns.
That's what I said.
They haven't got much to really analyze. They're just blitzing their opponents.
6-1.
What's going on?
Just keep it up, boys. That's all that needs to be said. But yeah, like, look, Artis and Angel very close to their ultimates. That Rolling Thunder could do a lot for Navi, and chances are Artis is going to find a pick, at least in most games. Being a little tougher this time around, but the struggle is felt by all of Navi. Round 8. And a slow default.
Yeah, and just chill, very, very chill for Liquid. They're expecting some kind of pressure, especially over towards B main.
Often we've seen Navi look for these crunch plays for the stacks. Think of Lotus consistently. They were stacking sites, playing the map, and getting ahead of Team Liquid.
Liquid look a step ahead of a lot of this. This is a nice fade Paolo though. And 3-person walkover towards middle, and a lot of this is on the timing of Nats. Oh man, nicely done from Kiko. And there's the timing of Nats he manages to get to. I'm telling you, they're on top of them.
It just seems like he's
yeah, look at everything.
Mystic there as well. Nothing Navi can do is ever the right play. Just that little crib, just that little
They played this
corner
map in kickoff, right? And it looked the opposite way around in terms of like Navi having the full reads on Liquid. Now it's just completely flipped.
On the other side of the map, there's nothing he could do. He's not had many opportunities, it seems, to have impact in this game. And the 7-1 conversion, honestly, I don't think I've seen Navi get schooled like this ever.
I'm flabbergasted. I'm absolutely shocked by what we're witnessing. It's not to say that Liquid aren't capable of high highs, but for Navi, they reside at the top level. And now the challenge, it's not even a challenge. This battle is being concretely won by Liquid with barely a fight in it. And they're hunting him down. Oh, Angel's got a bit of trouble brewing.
What happens?
We're on the player cams and Angel's died.
Angel went down.
His weapon, so he's not even going to have that carried through to the next round. This is a tough position for the defenders to work with.
Man.
And the credits are extremely low, just like the round score.
He even messaged me the other day about getting a new PC. I actually think that this PC can't handle the spams.
5 in a row now.
Legit lags out.
I think managing to get that early pick is this position from
the timing on this was so nice.
I didn't realize that at the time. It was just the fact that he is just waiting in these corners, and he's playing his Vibe utility, setting up the team.
Another low buy coming in for Navi.
He's been doing it all the way through.
Good news for them is they got 8 ults. What? They got 4 ults.
I said 4 or 5 rounds
doubled them
on
randomly.
their defensive side. It would still be possible. They've been maestros of the attack. The thing is, though, this
they kind of need 8 ults at the moment.
Just looks like a different beast altogether. The slight changes in roles. I think Nats somehow looks even better, having much more impact. Mystic as well has been sublime.
He has.
And now 7-1.
This is nice though from Liquid again. Block vision, Skydog in. Great pressure towards middle, so they now have to be scared of the fact that they could be in vents and splitting over towards A, which means they should be heavier over towards A Heaven, which means the A site should be weak. Seekers is going to go in and completely wreck this pause. And that's a lovely molly though from Sugetsu. Fade I hits a lot. Fade ult hits a lot. And hello?
Where's the earphones? Zipan somehow doesn't realize Mystic's gone TP.
Didn't even check it. He was so confident they were going sight.
Oh, this is a disaster for Navi, and he swings
Bro, they're sleeping today, man.
Someone put a stop to these guys. Team Liquid are running away with this game.
Yeah, and honestly, he was so basically the only reason he's not checking here is they were so confident it was the A hit and he was going over towards A site. That's like a normal site hit. You at least check it, though.
The thing with that is Angel on the defense used the
he didn't hear it. He didn't hear it because of the comms, right? So everyone's talking about what's going on. So his team's talking. So I'm not mad about like him not hearing it. I'm mad about him at least a little check.
He can't hear a goddamn thing.
Little Ric Flair. Woo!
Neither could they somehow. What a
Yeah, it's like it was a reverse fatal.
travesty. Where's the pause? I mean, you don't need to even talk about that one. It's not going to happen again in the half, I suppose, unless Mystic pops
Again,
off,
big change up from Navi. So Fade Eye went over, and then Breach ult as well. So Fade Eye went over, scanned one, they took map control and Breach ult, and they are... Artis is sending it. This is the spike though. Bro needs to get out of here. He's in the worst pos ever with the spike.
Just not thoroughly enough. Now he does have the spike. If they kill him, this would still be
Now what?
a massive kill.
If he gets one kill, he did great. Okay, this is a weird round now.
Because now the spike is dropped on the other side of the map. It might have still been a bit of a...
Gotta keep an eye on Kiko, who's here very early. I'm pretty sure, not 100%, that he used his satchels to try and get good timing on this.
Does win the duel versus Enzo as well. Had to
Feels
resist
like he
saying that, seeing a Cypher running.
got here a bit too early.
I've been feeling that this series. This map at least.
Whoa.
I thought Yumpy was dead. He turns on a dime, takes the kill.
Oh boy, big 1v1.
Trades it to the wall.
And Kiko. Kiko is not losing, and Navi cannot catch a break. Dude, it's 9-1 on attack.
Stopping this horse when it's in full stride, looking for double digits in the first
2v3, they're walking down middle and they still lose this.
Pick of split. We have not seen Navi struggle like this in a long time.
Another way to put that, you know, the horse is just prancing today.
It is. It's a prancing horse. It's come full circle.
No, honestly, it's ridiculous. Like, they made errors in this round that lost them the spike on the other side of the map.
Yes.
Yumpy walks into an angle.
Black chat curse, they were going 3 for 3, right?
Still gets
Dude,
the
how is
kill,
it this strong?
And then they trade out the second. It truly is looking like, well, there's no round that Liquid
Bro, they are
can't win.
farming
No
them.
round that Navi can't lose.
Bring them back.
If anyone's going to step it up, this crossfire's got to be.
Wait, this crossfire is nice though. This is actually looking like a good round for Navi.
Even tucked inside. Now the reveal goes out. Zipman, showstopper. Here it is. They're chasing him down, and they get him in time.
No way, W's forward. Angel, man. You W forward, they really are looking for anything, dudes. They're trying to... That's pure desperation. You take the 1-for-1 there. W's forward.
Zagetsu will try to recover something.
It's done.
That could be the spike drop. An opportunity as he even dodges the flash. The element of surprise, perhaps the second flash.
Oh, that was a nice timing.
Dodged. Yumpy has no reason to suspect that he's here, but his teammates clear it anyways. They come up behind, a distraction play once again.
Gonna put the Viper ult into it? Why not? They buy around, they're gonna have no money.
Yeah,
just get close towards spawn. Oh,
always on the back foot.
and they got smoke as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
What
just
a nightmare.
We haven't seen any of the craziness, any of the clutches, any of the individual plays that we saw in that game versus Vitality. All of that have come out from Liquid. Desperately
Mystic
fighting to
still
try
has
and
an
get a
Omen
9-3.
flash.
Paranoia still in the hands of Mystic, playing on that backside, the only player that could in theory be isolated, and they will. But even still, there's utility on that spike to play with. 2 players looking to try and wrap back round the back. Finally, somebody gets onto that diffusal, but there is just no way he's getting that diffuse across the line. Down to this 1v1. Shao gets the kill. I don't know if he's got time. No, I don't think he has. It's going to go off anyway. I said there's no way that Liquid ever lose at this stage of the game. They lost the bonus, and that's it.
10 rounds on the board in the first half. No matter what level of hope you came in with today, I'm willing to say I probably had the most.
That looks mental from Angel.
Unfathomable. The difference in Team Liquid, the difference in Navi, a squad that I've seen win so many of these fights so many times before. But
Okay,
here
last chance for them to double their rounds.
Oh, this is a nice
and 1 round left to compete for. See if Navi
It has been a bit of a
double
masterclass
their
though.
score coming into
Like
this.
the
Again,
actual
it looks
game
like there
plan
will be
was
an
very
attempt.
good
They've
for
already
Liquid
pushed
on
up, being
attack.
made,
Like
and
very,
some
very
utilities
good.
being held.
Boombot kiss.
Just this got annihilated. A
all
heaven,
contact
over
now.
towards B, this B wall.
Might's
It
actually
made this
good.
B wall look like a must.
This is the thing. He's not the
Must
man you want
have.
to face off against.
They're falling back.
This was the potential Liquid. I think after last week, after Koi, even the most confident Liquid fans were having their doubts if this would be their season, but those doubts might just be
Holy.
Kiko.
And he gets out of there as well.
Angel packing.
Oh,
Yumpy waiting, but Zipan. Well,
Spike again.
manages
Not
to
this
connect the
again.
shot. Mystic under pressure, should be going down as well, and they are stuck in a corner. They're looking like they might finally get themselves a second round. This is left all onto Nats, and this time
Okay,
he's
they
caught.
double them.
It's 2.
And they
for
need a
Navi.
pistol, and they haven't had a pistol
They
so
have
far.
been
0-3
wrecked
for
this half.
pistols.
A real concern coming
Pickham's
into the
in
next
shambles.
half.
Oh, there's no point in
Team
even doing
Liquid,
them anymore, is there?
3 for 3 when it comes to pistol rounds.
Honestly, see if I can beat the 50.
They
I'm
win this
be
pistol
happy if I get
round,
half
think
of them
the
right these
series
days.
is essentially over. All they have to do is
I will
wait
flip a coin for
a
EMEA
pack a
though.
punch round with all those ults and
Everyone looks so different after
waltz
weeks.
out of it with a free win. I like
Just,
the result here from Navi.
prep.
They realize where these players are. They crunch them well, using their utility, firing it through, and winning their fights. It's a normal enough round, but with 2 on the board, it doesn't give you very much hope. This pistol, it's a must-win for the attacking side.
Wow.
And
It has to be the first.
let's see,
of
yeah,
many different
the
things.
first
A
of 4
comeback
pistols for them.
ridiculous sorts. A pistol round after losing the previous 3. To say that the chips are stacked against Navi would be probably an understatement. They're about to have to go all in
Nice
with
reaction from Liquid. 1 person here.
a hand that should be
See
considered
what
a
Sugetsu
fold.
can get. Should just get the info and run
They
away.
can sell this as some sort of bluff, and well, it hasn't worked. Kiko already forcing Sugetsu off. The rest of Navi are going to have to try and build into the B side. The fact is, though, Mitch, I think we might just see Liquid play some sort of retake here. You can already see Enzo off the site.
Yeah, there's no need to commit bodies to it. The cross is the most that they'll be looking to compete for. And it's just damage with Enzo backing off
They
afterwards.
have this trip at the moment, which gives
Always better
them
to play the numbers in a round like
a bit
this.
of info.
Spike planted.
I mean, a huge amount of
This guy,
info.
I
They
guess,
now
just
know that
don't-
once B main hit a
swing,
lovely shot.
just pop a guy in the head.
And Enzo
clean.
just needs to
Kiko is unbelievable.
not push and
he
just wait
started
for a
this
first
map out
reaction.
Very slow, but he started to wake up. The Rays on the other side, though, doing much the same, upgrading the pistol, but now being pushed on with the paranoia. Player on the side.
Ooh,
not spotting
comms were a
him.
little bit
Kiko
off on this
slow
one.
to
Nice
the
kill
fight.
from Angel.
With Yumpy falling, there's still hope for Navi. Angel and Artis just need to run this clock down, and another kill almost guarantees it.
Poke on the
A
spike.
tough clutch for Mystic. 1 versus 2. He'll start by sticking
Don't
the spike
you
to
dare.
half. All the way.
Okay,
Shot
yeah.
connected by
And that's the
Artis.
first pistol. So
Gives
this map
some
obviously
hope,
1-1,
some heartbeat
3-1
to the side of
altogether in
Navi.
terms of
Yeah,
pistols.
I saw Ernest spamming bullets, and for a second, I was getting a little bit scared. And yeah, this very easily could have been the final blow, the knockout punch. But for Zipan and Angel and Artis managing to turn things back, it's a very small lifeline, and expectation here is to see at least a little bit of investment into these rounds from Navi. Like normally, you might risk it a little bit. Even still, though, they've actually gone 2 rifles, 2 pistols. There's something they run quite regularly.
Yeah, they do this all the time. I mean, they
With
invented
a
it.
potential trap play set up by
They're allowed
Liquid.
2 deaths. And then they
gotta
have
be
a gun that
careful.
can potentially farm. Liquid, 4 classics. Not even, same thing, not even buying the util. They don't want the temptation of util.
In terms of the mid play,
This
Navi
round,
wanted this
more.
again and again on their defensive
I'm
side.
kind of fine with it more in
They
this
were
round,
looking
but
to catch Liquid off. I thought Liquid were setting up for a crunch of their own. I suppose they don't even have the paranoia on Mystic in this round. Everybody
early
keeping their
gamble
credits
stack
relatively healthy.
for Liquid, and as we can
So all they
see,
can do is play that stack, that gamble that in the last map seemed
Gonna
to
pay off.
work almost every time for Navi. Bar the one where they had a retake with like 4 ultimates that they were willing to do if it went the other way. But for
yeah, and I
Liquid,
like
it-
this
it
a lot.
certainly
This
had
is
to
how
work out.
most teams deal
You can
with,
see
right?
3
Again, when you have
players
no
outside
like
B
drone or no
responding to
skydog,
making
this is
his
how
way
most
there.
teams deal with
Sugetsu
it.
just spotting
Right,
out as
one
much as he
person that
can.
axes one.
But
you have.
very tucked
It
in.
might
You see
fall
how they're
back.
doing this? This is
That's
just
the
like
thing.
2 human
Because they
drones,
haven't
right?
seen
Drone and
anything.
drone in terms of both of the
I think they're now
ghosts.
questioning if the B site was
Just trying to find the
yeah,
stack,
Navi
which most people
definitely
are
gonna
doing
go
with the
for
classics.
but
Find the
Jaguar,
stack and then
funnily
just go
enough,
to the other
Sugetsu
site.
dying
A
there
lot of
may
teams,
have
especially in
actually won them
Pacific,
the
need to
round
adopt that a
because
little bit more.
he cleared
I've
so
seen,
much
I've seen them
without seeing
taking some
anything
gambles.
that Navi were genuinely believing that there was a stack on the B site.
Yeah.
Finally,
This is
they
why it pays off.
realize
This is like a very good example of
Nade
it.
still to
Just
work with.
ghost, find out where
Going
they
back
are.
through.
The best they get is a
outside
ghost
of that, we're
upgrade,
gonna have
and
to
it
do a lot of
shouldn't.
work with classics.
It
Neither player
shouldn't
dying on A. You saw
be around
Sugetsu taking
us,
those
but-
fights. He had a ghost. It's not the biggest of weapons. In the hands of Kiko, it might be able to do something. Low HP on Angel. And the
Did
Navi
I just
side,
call
though,
Angel
you
a
can see
human
the
drone?
setup that
I mean,
they're
at least for
going
this round, yeah.
As soon as there's contact from up in heaven, double peak.
Only this
Possibly
round.
even Artis just throwing down that stun. You're going to have a rifle on the other side. There's no real way for Team Liquid to find an advantage. Okay, The exits are through spawn. The exits are through spawn. So Team Liquid actually standing by, waiting to die to the spike. Instead, they're going to get an opportunity to make this a very costly round for the side
extra
of Navi,
death
with
would
all
be
players
huge.
funneling into this choke point, and there's guns everywhere on the side of Liquid.
Okay, so this needs to be an
Just trying
upgrade.
to jump over
And
the
they,
Navi
at the very
players.
least, lose one
end,
Spectre.
decent
That's
amount of
it.
damage. It could
And
be
double
all.
armor
Yeah, they've
rebuy.
got
Liquid
both
should be pretty
rifles
happy,
out.
but
That's the only
the way that
silver
Navi
lining
do
for
this means
Navi
that this is very,
they manage
very,
to
very
get
nice
both
still.
rifles, they lose a Spectre. So
Should
everything
still go on
else,
as
you're
well.
probably going to see maybe a pistol for Shao, and then all other players with rifles in this round. So it's still not clean, still doesn't look good for Navi, but
Right there.
this round at least could be competitive. Funnily enough, though, the player most likely to get his ult is actually Kiko.
My favorite part is in the last map, we said if one of these teams is going to get 8 rounds in a row, it'll be Navi. Team Liquid got 8 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
So that is kind of funny.
Passed over
Oh,
towards
that's a
middle. Oh, that
quick
was nice
play
with the
from
Omen
Zip.
flash. Yeah,
Those
it's
blast
completely
packs are
disrespectful
on
the
point.
to the middle. Nat's trying to get a reaction, but we prioritize on top of here with the TP and the Ghost.
Standing on
That was
top of
nice.
the
He gets
box,
an
no
upgrade
wonder.
as well.
Step up top.
No wonder there wasn't something there all the time. Zipper, there's been a few moments today where Zipper's just been caught by.
I mean, it was a
very,
nice
very
fast reaction
weird
from Liquid, I'll give that. I also
circumstances.
love the position from Shao on
See,
this.
he's not gonna be- oh, you're in trouble?
Yep.
You are in a lot of trouble, Yumpy.
Yeah,
That's
probably had
unfortunate.
to let the flash go a
When
little
he was
bit.
seized in, he didn't really have anywhere to go in either direction. Unfortunately, decides to go swinging into heavy traffic. Sneak up from Sugetsu's actually drawing rotations. This is just going to be an annoyance, and that's what he was going for last round as well. Navi just hunkering down, waiting for the rotations to pick off another player, and in the end, I think they're just going to hit that B side.
Yeah, to be honest, in this circumstance, him going even on a lurk would just be ridiculous. You don't want to give any individual fight. Timing for Enzo is going to be everything. If Angel picks him off here, the round is almost certainly done. He's been spotted, and well, there you go. You're not going to expect the second player here. Navi playing things incredibly slow, but it is prevailing. Maybe going to pick up the remaining orb as well, and for Mystic, likely just going to try and hold on to the weapon. There's only so much damage he'll be able to do, and the economy of Liquid is not really in a position where he could take a risk.
Yeah, even if his teammates won't have a lot
and
to
this
work
is,
with next
I
round,
mean,
they can at least recover that rifle when he dies.
incredible.
It's not really an option.
Comes
if
to
he goes
Navi's
for it
economy.
here. And he's still up against essentially the same amount of players as he will be at the start of next round. Just add Zipan to it. But
Liquid on the 2-9 loss
That's pretty
bonus,
scary.
in case you want to do the maths,
blast
work out
packs
what
up
they're going to
early
get.
on mid.
You-
I've not
you
seen
should
Liquid
see-
blindsided like that
Oh,
in the game
no.
so far.
You should
See him
see
activate
like a
him.
low buy.
Round
The way
15
that Liquid
going to
approach it
Navi
with their
needs a
classics, we might
10-5,
just see the
half
full
the
classic
scoreline
Dave,
of their
which would
opponents.
then mean that
Of
Navi have
Navi's map
insane
pick, One that
economy.
they have looked good on, one that they looked good on.
Yeah, we'll
up
keep an eye on
against
what
this
Liquid
squad
decide
as
to
well.
buy in this.
Things have changed, that's for sure. And this new comp for Liquid seems to be paying off dividends.
Well, yeah, it's almost just change of roles. Like that's been the only real difference, is that they've put players where they're more comfortable. Yumpy playing Initiator, Nats, okay, Nats moving from Viper, or from Cypher to Viper is much of a muchness. And then Enzo taking over that role.
This was
just
real
gives
nice.
a little
This
bit
was
more
real nice as well.
space for Yumpy to play. But again, I think Nats has
Yeah,
been
because the most common
sublime
reaction is
majority.
to push
Of
out
course,
there, so
the
they're
thing
using
we
their
talk
own
about Navi
smoke.
with this map is
The
their
fact that
attack.
they,
Like
oh man, it's just very,
it's
very
so
smart,
far
that
away from them
TP.
being able to turn things around, but the way they won out this game last time was it was an 8-0 attack
Yeah,
side.
vision
That's how they
block,
closed it.
and then
So
obviously
I
you
don't
want to
start
trade, so this guy
premising
comes
anything
out
yet,
looking at
because
it,
this has
thinking
not
that
been
the
the same
Viper
Navi.
smoke is going to
They've
block all the
definitely
angles.
looked a lot weaker.
I love that run from Navi, though. It was very, very nice.
But if they were ever going to do it, it would be on this side of the map.
Well, this is the thing, man. Like last
Yeah,
map,
they bring out
looked
the classics.
lost. Or last half, sorry, they looked lost. The push and the pull of the map for Liquid worked out. How many flank plays?
I think
how
they
many
bought an
stabs in the
Omen. I
back
think
did we
they
get
bought
to
an Omen
witness?
smoke, though.
You just can't have that. Now, though, on the attack side, they have a little bit more liberty to work
Oh.
with. They don't have to be as
I like it more than the one that we saw in
worried
Lotus.
about defending aside, about rotating in.
In case you want to work
playing
out how
those
much extra
stacks
they could have
instead, they can
bought,
just
2-9
stick
loss
together.
bonus.
And that's
So
where Navi are most dangerous.
high for a lot of
Obviously,
these.
we've seen Sugetsu again and again moving towards this position, trying to cause some havoc for this squad. And this round in particular, he stands a very good chance. Like we said, no one else other than Mystic will have something to work with, and that includes shields. So everybody's going to be one tap for Sugetsu, and they're going down.
Prowler over
looks like
towards
they've
B. So
gambled
these
to
three.
play
Okay,
a
so Prowler over
majority
towards B
on the
means
A
they want to
side.
get info over towards A. So
And
you,
then gambled the weaponry and the
Yampy
ult
throws the flash out.
on B.
That's a nice nade.
Well, Nade's going to do a decent amount of damage to Enzo. Oh, that's unlucky. Only 2 shots in the
30
gun.
seconds left.
Artist and
Nats has
Angel,
been lurking in this position.
one away. Artist
Yeah,
gets
pretty
his
clear.
with
He might have
the
himself a kill for free.
plant,
That's at
and
least
Angel
something.
would love a kill right now.
That's an outlaw for that's the play with. And actually, for 2 players in the server right now, that will be a one-shot kill.
Yep. Big threat for Xiao and Zipan. They are tucked in, though. They won't be in danger. I'll tell you who is in danger is Angel. There's players in front of them. They're making noise. They're nading. But it's Mystic again to make that sneaky play. And he's gone up just
Tell you
in
what,
time.
I think
The
Angel will
catch.
actually be
Angel rifle
okay with
retrieved.
it.
Headshot delivered by the Classic. That'll spur Nats forward to try and take this kill. Snakebite down. But ultimately, that player
You almost went down.
safely, safe as can be. Nats look for some exits, some damage on the cross. There's one already, and the rest trapped in. The
No way.
Oh, he gets him blind. Perfect timing. Going down to the
There's
spike
no
in the
way.
end,
I mean, the
he
money's
saved
very
life,
high for
but he couldn't get out.
Navi. It
No,
probably
that's the
won't
thing.
matter
That's
too much,
way
but he
more
gets
valuable for
gets
Nats. He's almost got his ult online.
yeah, gets
because
closer
of
to
it.
his ult.
If anything, it may have been better for him to die to one of the players, but even still.
In terms of Navi, though, another big buy round, and they have Fado and Breachel.
Streaks of rounds.
Two of the best ults for getting into a site. So if Liquid wanted to go aggro or they wanted to play retake,
So get to a gun, but we'll ignore that. And they also have an ult advantage.
he just has no
Showstopper
words.
available for Kiko. But I do think
First
if
time
this
ever,
next round,
Artis has
if
got
we're
no
still
words to
seeing
say.
it go in the favor of Navi is where we start to sort of worry a little bit for Liquid.
Yeah, these are strong ults.
I'd be inclined to agree, Tom. Yeah, it's what we said earlier. Once Navi start that comeback, they'll be hard to slow down. And it was just the excess rounds that Liquid had on the last map that allowed them to close it out. This time, they
A
tended
bit
to
of pressure
lead.
over towards middle.
4-0 start to
Liquid
the half
clear
isn't,
out over
isn't
towards
terrible.
B so they
Nothing
can
to
have
fret too
more.
much about.
Flash goes down
From
towards
left here
middle
with
as
low
well so they
credits,
can get a bigger
no
stack over
results.
towards A.
And the showstopper expanded. That will be a disaster.
There should be 3 people on A with
There's
loads
traps
of
here
info.
already.
Mystics,
The
oh
first
man.
could catch a lot of information on their way through. The spray is awkward for Enzo, and his teammate Close was stunned by the rolling thunder. Nats emerging
Had a
from
higher,
every
lower
from
trip,
every
try to
which
get kills.
angle. The nade, it's going to force them back into the spray. That's
Trying to get the person that was dodging the nade, but managed to take Yampy down to 5 HP. And Navi have played this very well in terms of just the one ult.
One on the other side is really in a spot to be committed.
Oh, okay.
It's actually going to be Zipan. Almost gets both. Okay, he's
person
killed
was
off
5
Yampy,
HP.
who was already low. It's not the end of the world, but Navi just wanting to make sure they confirm this round. And for Liquid,
Yeah, I
it
mean,
has to be the fallback.
Liquid.
Zipan starting to come alive. I think
My
he,
timeout?
especially in that first half, was the shakiest of the lot.
100%. Yeah, it was really strange to see Zipan be shut down consistently. But now, finally, we return to normality. Navi putting up a serious fight. I'm realizing if they can drop these 2 weapons, right now, look at the credits. There's still going to be a few players able to buy. They can get a full buy next round, still have that showstopper to work with. Instead, Navi want to make sure that it's way too costly. Enzo's going to be spotted on the back of the site. But can they actually make it there in time?
They're
Beautiful to see
going
the
for him.
spike exploding.
Stun goes in.
The fight is what really matters with 1 second left, and they've got him. That's Enzo.
They didn't take
One
down the
rifle
op,
lost.
though.
The op at least is carried through because no one could be buying that up. Unless Nats is playing no shields with a Viper's Pit, which I would not like to see.
That was the
I
first
also
map,
think
pretty
that
close as
Kiko
well.
just wasted a blast pack at the pre-round.
A bit like this as well, where it's like in theory the
I think he
harder
was trying to slow
side of
down, and
attack
he's
looks
just-
easier.
He's thrown it in the pre-round. He's playing op, so I don't know if that would be the most impactful thing in the world. Maybe if he needs to reposition, but that is just quite funny. Nonetheless,
It could help with the showstopper. That's the only
True,
thing.
that
Much
is
more
true.
limited range on that defense. Oh, Xiao spitballing.
he's moving at the speed of sound. He's the one who's moved up to the top of the board for his team. And 5 rounds in a row, this is where Liquid finally decide to take themselves a pause. I think up until this point, it's been sort of a closer, like sort of opportunities that they've had, doing some work with the pistols, making things competitive. Think about last round, just 1 player surviving. This one, though, was a little bit more dominant. It didn't look like there was really an opportunity for them to take that one home after Zipan managed to get themselves the openers. And I think there needs to be a momentum switch, similarly to the last map. You allow Navi back into the game, that's where things really do. There you go. Yeah. He's just going to try and escape. But I don't mind it. I think
That's
the
a nice
pause timing
replay.
is good. It's at a point where you still have that lead by 3 rounds. And for Liquid, you can't allow them back into this, even just from a mentality
matter
standpoint.
for this?
If this map was to slip, I would be very worried for their ascent.
Force buy into it.
10-2 lead, yeah.
Bulldog,
it's not the way you
not
wanna
missing
see it
any
go.
They could have won
util.
the pistol. I think about they had an advantage and they ended
In terms
up
of
losing
saved
3v5.
op going over towards B. They tether in case he was going aggro.
That's used on mid,
Do a
so 2-2
stun.
setup either side.
Oh.
Kiko in trouble, but he pops the showstopper,
Wait, that
and
was
he's
nice
caught
and
Xiao,
patient.
trying to
Lovely
sneak his
trade
way
still.
through, but Artis in
Great
the spray
reposition from
catches
Enzo.
the
And
return.
do they just
That's gonna be that
relax?
rifle down and out. No op for the defensive side for now. At
Nats
least,
gets
and
back
they're
into his
slow as
ult, so that
these
doesn't go
smokes
down.
make it
Flash over
awkward. There could be
towards
players
A.
about to
Doesn't
burst
see
out
anyone.
on B through that trap. And they want to capitalize on it if that's the case, but as we can see, Navi are not committing. They're not going to give that information away for free. Instead, looking for other opportunities, looking to move elsewhere. And that's exactly why this ult is pulled through from Enzo. The hat off his head lets him see exactly where these attackers are and where they're moving to. But
They
Navi, they're trying
insta-regroup.
to use that as even more of a fake. Go back the other direction.
The thing is, the A site definitely makes more sense because you've lost Xiao. You don't have the smokes anymore to sort of section off a B site take, which leaves so many open angles. The main worry, though, is Yumpy. Aggressively positioned. A Nightfall could be enough to leave him in a bit of an awkward spot.
I'll find you.
But he is playing very
Mystic
far
gets
back
over
within the
towards
site.
site and has an
Information
Omen
is
flash
gonna
to
be gone. In
enable
fact, it's gonna be
Yampy to
Zipak
get a
going
kill.
Straight off. He should be caught here and will be. And no immediate trade. In fact, nothing really found. The full Liquid squad have now
Everyone's
rotated
here,
into position.
four people.
Navi are gonna try and
Navi
take
go
this to
heaven with
Heavens.
20 seconds left.
It's heaven, though. That flash didn't see anybody.
Okay.
They have to be going somewhere on the back of that ult, and it's straight up here. Sugetsu, beautiful timing. Still 2 on the site. And they have to clear them out with 10 seconds left. There's barely any time.
Damn,
Mystic
20
ends up going down.
seconds. They win
take every
both of the
single
jewels
fight,
in heaven.
and that proves to be a mistake.
And
For
Liquid honestly
Navi,
kind of
they
tunnel vision
capitalize
towards
on each
site.
and every one.
And
That's
the
the thing,
1-2
it
in
was
terms
that
of
heaven
having the
crunch.
duel in
Because
heaven
if
and
they
then
try and
pushing
cross
through the
into the
wall
site,
was
then
very
they're
nice.
dead.
It was
There's
impressive from
absolutely
Navi
no
in
way
that
they get
situation.
through that.
And Liquid did tunnel vision a
very
bit too
quick
much on site.
adaptation from Navi to clear out the players up top, and then the remaining 2, they know where they are. They've already been hit by the Nightfall, so it's a difficult
Yeah,
fight.
I
You have
think
to
you
bear
gotta
in
play
mind,
further back
Mystic's
than that,
looking
but
to
I
try
get
and
that
find
you
the
wanna,
timing there.
I get that you wanna help
Believe
your
he may
team
have
out,
even
but
still
someone's
had
gotta watch that.
his sound.
Damn, Bacon's Bacon's gonna have to pay for a new table, bro. Holy, I can.
We've talked about that attack side. We've talked about how terrifying. We could talk about the fact that we've seen this before from Liquid. They've struggled with the defense. We were hoping that the changes in personnel, the ancient switches, will make things a little bit easier for them, but
Where are you?
that has not been the case so far, Mystic.
Bring them down.
He's alive somehow. I don't think that's going to last for too much longer.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my. Just
They're going to reveal he's still here. Yeah. Nowhere to go.
bound to happen eventually.
They still had the nade as well. Like, if they really wanted to kill him. Yumpy with a Bucky. Up close. This is something that should be... In these sort of rounds, you have to kind of have that expectation.
oh man, the
trade in
Yuto are
snake
just
bites.
flooding
20
everyone out of their
seconds left.
spots.
Now it's completely screwed.
Yeah, this is nice.
Some of that's his own utility. It didn't quite land, and, well, Navi, this is the thing.
Oh, they get it
They
to
play
9.
such a slow,
And then to
methodical
Liquid double
attack.
timeout?
Even in these
Might have
rounds,
to.
leaving it down to just 35 seconds.
Dude,
Timing
2 rounds on
could be
attack.
there for Kiko.
And now
Not
0
fine.
rounds on
It was
attack.
being watched. It's no longer being watched. They might be able to get something
Wait,
on
on
the timing,
defense.
but now
That's
a
so-
smoke's
that's
gonna
so
go up.
mad.
A nice kill coming out
Wait,
from
Bucky
Yumpy.
comes in.
They're at least making this
Wait,
one a
wait,
little
wait,
bit
20
more
seconds.
interesting, but the trade is there.
It's there, but it's given the spike over. And the rifle from Yumpy still in play. They'll be able to plan safely at least, but perhaps some
10 seconds
fights
left.
can be isolated in the meantime.
Shot.
Indeed they
It was
are.
an absolute shot.
Getsu isolating Yumpy, dropping him and leaving Enzo all alone. That rope is defying physics, but there's no one on the other end of it. In fact, the player up top as this smoke fades, combining with one down below, should give them the round win. Good night and sweet dreams to Enzo as Team Liquid from a 10-2 lead now sit 10-9. Navi's attack side has just been on fire. And we expected them to do better here, but after such an abysmal first half, I wasn't holding out a lot of hope. Now it looks like Ascent might be back on the cards. This buy round for Liquid is one of their last chances to really stop this momentum from that attacking side.
A defense op is back
Yeah,
out.
this would
Another
genuinely
round
be
where they would have to
absurd.
eco if they
I've
lost it.
talked about the mental
Money's out of
strength
control for
Navi
Navi,
before, but this would
and
take it to
Viper
new heights. To
all
be
if
10-2
Navi get
down,
over towards the
winning a
site.
3v5 in the pistol,
Staging up with the
and
offers
then
over towards
somehow
middle.
closing out the map. I don't know. And we've seen a lot of those heroes for Liquid dissipate. Nats, Mystic, an
Mystic does good
unbelievable
to not
first
give
half
up the
between
map
them.
control
Kiko
from
there
just
as well.
a boom bomb,
They've still got to
but
purchase in this round, and it's
the
not
chance
over
of
until it's
him
over.
getting
They
flash
still
double
only need
satcheled
3 rounds to close
build
this one out.
is
Navi are going to look to try and take that control. zip out
Just
lead
one.
for the charge.
Omen
Paranoia used
sticks
early as well, a little bit of
the
panic.
ult towards spawn.
TP
And
through.
no one... Okay,
Using his
they look for it a
massive
little bit.
Mystic cosplay.
Okay, they know it's
I
here
think
because the Omen
Paranoia
flash was
at least
used.
heard it, but they won't catch Mystic. Nats good from up top, but
Yeah,
only
and this
for
is
one.
nicely done
And
for
the site
Shao.
now
Just
fully
Omen flash
seized.
to stop people
Seekers
fast flooding
going out,
to
but,
get
well,
to
they
his
won't be there on
position.
time to really
They push
follow
in
up
and he
on.
pushes into sight.
Defenders are split. Oh my. The push through from Kiko caught immediately.
That was the barrel of the
by
gun.
Artis. Gorgeous
That was
stuff.
so
And at
many
this point,
dinks.
if you're Enzo and Yumpy,
No
you've
way
gotta
it's
be
10-10.
calling for a save. There's no way back through. Even though we can see damage was done, chances are Navi take this, and it's confirmed now, 10-10.
But that's another scenario where we've seen someone use that from the shadows to just massive impact. Like a TP in towards a little bit further back. Like normally you expect the backside, so that might be why Team Liquid didn't have that expectation that he had managed to get that far. And because of that, you just see, I think it was Nats had absolutely no idea that he was going to come in from behind. Enzo on the cam has got to be careful. Just a second away. Oh, okay, Angel's not going to expect it. They at least managed to hold on to the guns, and Yumpy will get another kill. He's not going to go down. So they still have some weaponry. It's definitely the truth that within the Riot Games arena, the Liquid fans are still cheering for their squad. As said, it was an 8-0 attack side last time out when Navi played against them. Maybe it stops at
They
9.
force into it. Kiko gets the judge out.
Maybe. I mean, that 8-round streak for both
10-10.
teams on this map is
8 in a row.
we don't often get to see. I feel like we're back on split from the
Something you
old
don't
days.
want to see.
Something you don't want to see also. I'll give you that. I will give you that.
Looks like
But
they're
now
going
things
relatively
on the
fast
attack
again.
side are where
Disrespect
they heat up
of
these
the
days.
Viper smoker
Team
middle.
Liquid,
In reaction to losing
well,
middle, Liquid
the
take over
struggles have most
towards B
certainly
main
been
with the
there. If
judge.
you look at how things are going right now, the momentum is concretely towards Navi. Tied up, winning all their attacking rounds, and 3 more needed.
Old
for either
school
team to
wall
take it
and
across
smoke
the
to
line.
create pressure,
Got
but
so
it looks
much cash
like
that Sugetsu was buying himself a bonus
cleared
outlaw
this.
just to go for some early fights and then drops it. An
and the
aggressive
spike at the
position from
moment
Kiko.
is going into the judge solo B.
Bear in mind that Angel is alone with the spike. And it's going to be shot
Yeah,
by
and once he
Navi.
realizes someone's
He's
over
aware that
towards
someone
B, he's
could
going to
be
go
close.
join his team. I say join his team, he's still chilling.
Liquid as they hold on the site, but it's nothing for Enzo.
And this might work out well because there's 2
Maybe
people
Mystic
fighting
again
site,
to
and
go
they might
big.
think
The
this is the
judge
2 B
up close
players, so
could
we
actually
really need
stop
to see
them
the
in their
judge at B
tracks.
main. Yeah, it's the right
They
call
won't
from the
expect someone
observer.
this close. Surely, never mind. Angel just snaps
What
onto
a
the
swing and a
Kiko.
shot from
He was
Angel.
waiting the entire round. I can't believe what I'm witnessing.
player
The lead's
standing.
about to be taken by Navi on their attack side
Spike planted.
after being 10-2 down.
9 rounds in a row.
That's
Now there
insane,
might not
isn't
even
it?
be a weapon to save for Yumpy.
There's no way out.
There's no way in either. Everybody waiting for him. The flank underway for those who aren't. And this double swing, yeah, even though he hits the first headshot, Sugetsu's still standing.
They played it well though in terms of
11-10
Angel as well,
Navi
for sure.
with 9
Didn't take any
consecutive
risks.
rounds.
Fade
Take
Eye
the
goes
lead
in,
back
then
on
waits
their
for his
map.
teammate, then
This is
goes
why they
in.
chose it.
No
Certainly
matter what,
going
it's
for the
probably going to
defensive
get
side.
traded.
If we go to an OT, we could be here all day.
Dude, I think Liquid
Oh,
just
well,
needs to do
Liquid have taken
something
another pause.
mental. Just
I don't even know what you say at
5
this
buzz and
point.
push somewhere.
Like, surely
Walk push
you've
or
gone to
anything.
the
Over
depths of
towards
whatever
A,
strat
maybe a
book you had
4-1.
to try and counter them. They've tried being
Nothing
aggressive,
else
they've
is
tried
working.
pushing
They've
up,
got to
they've
go
tried
for
taking map
a
control,
wild
they've
play.
tried being passive, they've tried playing off information.
Like take over B main,
They've
put the
tried
Viper
the
smoke
Nats
there
go
or something,
kill
who
strat.
knows?
That didn't even work. That's normally a surefire winner. And it's been a slow climb. I think at this stage, the only thing Emil can really do is the inspiring words. I saw the fist. It's an attempt to try and pump up the team because, as said, like, Enzo's not someone with the most shallow strat book in the world. It's not like he hasn't been trying different techniques, different
Navi must have the
ideas,
best
but
mental in the
at
world.
this
This is
stage,
what I
the
was talking
only
about
thing
when you
can
kind of
do
have this
is
stuff in
try and
practice,
stem the
right?
bleeding,
When you
because
have practice, you
from
play
a
so many
mental
games that you would have
standpoint,
12 0'd
Liquid have got to be
someone
in the bin.
on one
I
of
mean,
your
it seemed to
halves,
me,
or like
looking
both
at,
of your halves on a map.
a little bit of
You always have
liberating.
just
I saw a fight them
such
being said a
high
lot,
confidence
and I
going
feel
into
like
these,
that's
even when
something
you
that
are
Liquid
10-2
do
down.
need from this defensive side so far has been them being pushed back.
Where?
Well, that's the
And
thing.
it's always
But
been
so
Liquid's
far,
defense,
they've been
right? That's
pushed
let them
back,
down in
waiting
their
on
split.
site,
If I
and
think
when
about the
those
other
pushes
2
come
games,
through, Navi are winning every single duel with their execs.
Yeah.
I think you got to get ahead of those executes.
so that
but
probably
that's-
helped as well in
that's a
terms
pretty
of
tall
their
task to
mental.
ask.
It's also with how, like, Navi
Is it
normally
Navi's mental?
spend
Obviously
the
not
first
Liquid's.
probably
Double
minute and a
Guardian,
half just
Bulldog.
playing a default, waiting for you to make mistakes. As said, look, it's again, he's bought another outlaw.
Hello,
just to
Bren.
try and
You're in
catch people
disbelief?
going
Oh, man.
aggressive. Well,
it's been a
it's
been a wild map. Even Lotus was as well.
They are trying. The govs are off. Liquid now. Wanting to get up in their face. Kiko's managed to claim the orb, but on the opposite side, they haven't been sitting there.
Dude, Xiao is on top of this. They've already pinged it out.
Paranoia.
They know this play.
On the other side.
I think they literally are calling out this play. Fade ult goes in.
Destroyed on the way through. Paranoia is ready though as they make it in. Mystic, he needs to pop that right now. Enzo needs that help, and there
Whoa,
it is.
what a flash.
Paranoia, one to be found, but nothing else. And
Artist gets both.
Navi again, able to push back this aggression from Team Liquid, and now the side
Holy
push
hell.
has absolutely nothing left. Nats is down, and Kiko and Yumpy, 2 versus 4. Viper's pit in play. Nade is good. Artist down. That's a chance, and a real chance.
Kiko gets a kill. He gets his ult.
Finally, Liquid could be in with one, but that pit still has to be dealt with.
Spike planted.
The plant safely in the corner.
Whoa.
The jump out from Xiao, good
That
for
is-
one. And Yumpy's
That is the duel that
too late.
decides everything.
Too far back at this stage.
Double
Has a
swing from
flash
them.
to
Does he
work
hear
with.
them both?
Suspects both players to be left, at least one. But they move back just in time, and now sitting, with a shorty in hand. Yumpy's in so much trouble as he makes his way in. He's being watched and deleted.
Nice. He
by
handled from
Xiao.
Navi.
12
From
to
10.
From
I mean, they haven't lost
to
a,
score
they haven't
line.
lost an attack
Navi
round.
now sit with map
From
point
10-2
coming
to
up
12.
2 map
10.
points, in fact, and so far it's, I mean, just you'll see the timeline in a second. It's pretty flawless, 10 in a row.
Yeah.
Chances are this one's going to Ascent.
I can already tell.
It was 10-1 at one point. Yeah, that's true.
Waiting on Twitter, on Reddit. They've got that little Liquid choke sign ready to go.
Yeah, you can include this on it, I guess.
10
Holy.
rounds
2
on
chances
this
to
attack
end this
side
one.
with no response. 11 rounds in a row. Only the bonus, other than that. Liquid have a showstopper. They have a couple of other ults that they can try and throw in on a whim. A Rolling Thunder available, and Zipan one away over on the Navi side, but I'll be honest,
Yeah,
a
and
lot
heavy
of the
hold
ults
over
that they've
towards
used have
middle
just
to
been a bonus.
cycling the
Liquid
smokes.
from such a commanding lead. All they can do now is hope for
And
overtime.
you would imagine that this camera can see
Hope is
over
all
this
they've really
wall,
got,
so
with
all
everything
info
else
over towards A.
dissipating. I like this though, not shying away. 4 players now stacked up in mid, ready to brawl, ready to fight. The showstopper going to be sent out immediately.
Holy.
A chance for an opener, but it's only gonna
1
be a
for
trade.
1, they take down Angel for a duelist. And they got Zipan down to 5 HP. Well, that's definitely worth it, that.
5 HP after that showstopper landed. An inch to the left, and he was down. He survives late into the round.
Artist has his ult.
Team Liquid.
And with this situation,
Out of position, the
Artist
smoke on
might
the
not ult and
A.
they save it for next round. We'll
They
see.
rotate from Mystic towards the B side of the
they would
map.
get double
3
ult.
players there now.
30
Navi
seconds left.
unknowingly are walking into the wide open site. Well, not wide.
So they're going to
open.
contact walk with the low HP
Mystic has
Larkin.
ult to rotate in, but Enzo's going to need to call for that soon. There it is. The rotation
He's sticking this?
towards
No,
their
he's not. He's just
spawn.
getting info.
Cancelled
15
at the
seconds
end of the
left.
match. Attempting to cause the paranoia yet again.
Does use the
12 seconds,
ult.
The Rolling Thunder goes in. Enzo caught by
10
the smoke.
seconds left.
Might give him a safe spot to play from. Doesn't even go for the spam initially. Now though, he's able to capitalize on more than one.
Yeah, this was a
After 20
lovely
seconds, they cannot
Omen
get
flash,
it.
though,
It's
from
done.
Mystic.
12-11. We keep on going
Jesus.
despite the kills.
Still get all the kills.
They will get to go
Plant
one
goes
more time.
down.
The problem
So
is,
Zipan ult,
look at
Xiao
those
ult, but
credits.
obviously they use this one.
Like, Yumpy even went in at the end.
Okay, 2 chances.
Maybe he did,
Down
I
to
don't know
1.
what gun he had to start with, but and then they've lost every single gun. Like it's sort of like we won a round, but what did it cost? Absolutely everything.
Damn,
So
bro.
it's
That was
as
so
well. Like,
clean,
these
though.
last 2 kills were filthy,
Holy.
but it's so ridiculously close. Navi, they're gonna hold on with their last pause. The first combo breaker after
Yeah.
11 rounds in a row comes when they would have closed it. But as said, look what's on the other side. No ults to play with, a couple close. A Judge, Guardians, a single rifle.
The Sen split breakdown. Yeah, we're still doing it in Coach Potatoes now.
Not a pretty picture, but
They change so much stuff up depending on who
even
they're
just
playing.
the
It's pretty cool.
weight lifted of finally winning a round is going to be
It'll
worth
happen at one
so
point.
much more than the weapons they lost along the way.
12's all they
Just
get.
the rush B, the classic rush B after the
During
timeout.
this timeout.
Doesn't
12's
fit.
all they
It
get,
doesn't
boys.
fit their style much.
Low by round where Zipan comes in with a showstopper. themselves all they get. It's a tough one for Liquid, and there's not a lot that they can fall back on. Nats and Yumpy both 2 away from getting their ultimates as well, so those safety nets not likely to come into effect unless the
What
round
ults
is
have
already
Liquid
swinging
got?
massively in their favor.
I mean,
Or
2
they're
away
finding
from
their way back through a
this.
comeback.
Eye for all.
10 seconds till those
Not
barriers
too
go up,
much.
and I cannot
Situational.
imagine
Wait, is it
the
actually a
feeling
rush B?
on either team right
They use
now.
the
This
wall
has been a
towards A, and they're going to put their
stressful
smoke here
map.
to double
Not
block
trading it
vision.
back and forth, but instead having your streaks of rounds, your dump of dopamine and the
Say
depression
that.
follows now.
The Getsu doesn't smoke. This camera is getting full info the whole time. When ult goes in, same position that it was before. What a lovely stun. Oh my goodness, that was sick.
Absolutely perfect to set him up for that frag. I was surprised he stuck that one. This kill could be everything.
Big
Nice
trade
work from
back.
Nats.
They clear the
At least
lurker.
bringing this back into an even scenario, but we've seen these post plants. We've seen
Cypher
them
ult
many
on
a
this.
time. A judge for Kiko. A wrap back around from Angel as well, just holding
Yeah,
into the
Cypher
spawn.
ult on the
rest of
body.
players don't have to look in that
They realize that
direction.
someone's deep
He is,
towards B
however,
main,
gonna
so
be
they can
revealed.
fast flood sight.
1 kill away from Viper's Pit for Nats as well. They can just find that one. This flips the favor in there.
Whoa.
Oh, never mind. He's dropped, traded immediately, and the fight comes down
Not a
to
good
just
plant for
Kiko.
them.
No nade, and he's only spotted 1 player, but he'll go for the defuse, tapping it now, breaking the utility that comes after him, and again baiting them into the open. 1 away, nade, 4 bullets.
Holy, that was close. I can't believe they came back, man. 10-2.
And bring us all the way to Ascent. This team
Wild
is
map.
10 and 2 down.
Such a
They've bought
wild map.
themselves another